Great to see everybody back for another week. Fast. Let's get to it, guys. More side clench. So much side clench. So much side clench. You can't practice this enough. I know I said it last week, but guess what? It's still the truth. Okay? Getting in and understanding that closed off distance position. Okay? We are going to do it this week from pummeling. It's a little review from a couple of weeks ago. So let's remember, Professor and I both have our right hands in the armpits. Okay, our heads are opposite the hand that's in the armpit. We start with the counting. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. We can go to 2, 1, 2, switch. 1, switch. And then we can just be switching. Remember, this is a cooperative drill, and the whole point is for me at some point right now to be the only one pummeling and get to the double underhook position, the side clench with my head tight. We've done 2 takedowns. We've done the push with the head and spin, knocking him down. Or when he steps out of that one, step the middle, spin it through and set him down. Jump past the guard. He frames to escape. Bridge, hips, back to the guard. And now here we are, some one-arm passing. Okay, I try to get around. Doesn't happen. His feet on my hips, up, and there we go. Guys, this time we'll show the basic trip one with the bump out with the knee. So again, we're pummeling. We'll pummel a couple times. And now it will just be Professor finding the double underhooks, working to that side clench game, bumping out my knee, spinning around, setting me down. I adjust my hands, bridge, hips, back to the guard, some one-arm passing. Yes, here we are. Good. Push, up and base. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Take 2. So guys, today we are going to look at, in my opinion, one of the most important things that we're going to look at is escaping the side control. Yeah. Okay. Other than the guard play, it is super high on the importance list because it's normally the position that happens after you get your guard passed. So it's either going to get, it already got a little worse for you, it's going to get much worse for you, mounted, you're back, finished, or you'll get your guard back and you'll be back in the game, right? So side control is such an important position, both top and bottom. Today we're going to be looking at it from the bottom. And today we're going to be looking at it from a pummel position, okay? My hand in the pummel. So let's get to it, Professor. Okay, here I am, I'm down. The last thing that I want for my partner to have is all of this inside control, okay? So what am I saying here? Look, his right arm is inside my left arm. His head is inside my shoulder. His knee is inside my arm over here. And his right arm is inside my chest and chin area. This is as bad as it can get, okay? So what do we want to do from this position? We want to start looking at getting some semblance of inside positions back, okay? The first way I'm going to do that, guys, is I'm going to get this arm back in the game, okay? I'm going to walk my feet away, turn away a little bit so that my hand can come back in and start cupping the hip, okay? From here, look, his head might be down. I'm going to get this hand back in position. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to offset his head. I'm going to take my bicep, I'm going to bridge into him, moving his head to the other side of my body, and then my arm is going to wave all the way in and through with a palm up position. Sit up for 1 second, Professor. Okay, notice my palm is up to the sky here, okay? I don't have this, what I call this a bad palm, okay? When your palm is down and it pulls your elbow down, he can then smash down on my arm and my pummel becomes very ineffective, okay? So again, let's look at the things that I fixed, okay? He's inside everywhere, okay? I need to make some space here. I can't just pull this down, okay? So I walk my legs away and pull my arm in. And now look, his head can be tight. I'm going to take his head and offset. I'm gonna use my bicep, I'm gonna bridge to move his head to the other side of my head. It was over here, now it's over here. It's gonna let my hand wave in front all the way into the armpit, and now I have this palm up position, okay? If he doesn't recover his base here, our escape number one is simple. I keep lifting my elbow, turn out on my side, and here I am, out to the back, okay? Once I'm here out to the back, look, I have double underhooks. I come immediately to a seatbelt grip and a knee inside the space. From this position, I steer his foot, pull him down, hook one, hook two, and then we start finding our chokes with the collar or the rear naked choke. Okay? Guys, if you know how to escape the back position, please do it from here. If you don't know how to escape the back position, look, I'm just gonna let Professor out. He's gonna hop up in my guard. Toreando pass. Here we go again. I'm gonna let him have all of this position. Okay? Where were we again? Okay, I need to fix some things. I walk away, turn a little bit, bring my arm in. Take my bicep, bridge on the head, pummel my arm all the way through with the palm up. Look, he didn't recover his weight and I did this quickly enough, so here we go. Pummel out the back door, okay? And now here I am in a 2 under position so that I have good control of where we go. He leaves this space open, so I hop my knee in, make my seatbelt grip. I'll spin around so they can see the steer of the foot here, okay? From this position, I take my foot, steer it out, pull him down, okay? Kick hook through 1, bring hook through 2, and now I'm in my choking positions. Give that a try, guys. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, back to the second part here of our pummel escape series. When my partner does recover their weight on my pummel, where do I go from there? So we're doing everything the same. He has this great inside position of everything, and I'm gonna recover. Walk away, turn the elbow in, bicep frame, bridge, pummel, but now here he goes. He feels what happened, so he puts his weight down towards my pummel. Notice what I was saying. If my palm was incorrect, palm on his chest, he could really smash this down and drive into me and now it wouldn't, oh, there goes my pummel, okay? But since I started with such a good pummel, when he goes to recover this, he can only recover what, Professor?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit so that I can't take your back, yes?
Right.
So I've lost back exposure. But here I go, hands to the hips, sit up for a second, Professor, with my thumbs inside, okay, not cupping like this. This gives me a good grip on his hips. Come on back, okay? From this position, okay, it's very important that I move my hips and my shoulders back, and look, my right ear is pinned onto my shoulder here. If my head is poking out like this still, he's gonna cross face me very hard, go ahead, and put me back on the mat, and it's all gonna suck. You can just hear just the voice of it. Where, when I'm pinned correctly like this, go ahead, put your weight back down, Professor. Cross face me. Do you have anything?
Not at all.
Nothing. I step my foot over, bring my knee through the space, and here I am. One more time, he passes my guard. I give him everything. I adjust. Bicep. Pummel good. He recovers up. There goes my action. I felt him recover. Step the foot, slide it back through, and here we go. Guys, the last thing I want to go over for day one, and this is something that we talk about all the time. This is how jiu-jitsu saves your life. It's not that you're escaping the side control, because that really only matters in here. You'll probably never get put in professional side control in any life-threatening situation. But you're going to learn how to deal with the present moment. What am I saying? I'm showing how Professor passes my guard, and I just have my arms laying out like I'm laying on a beach getting a tan. This is not correct, okay? This is not what we want to be doing. I need to realize that my guard's getting passed. So what am I saying? He's probably never even going to pass my guard when I see it right away. Toriando's past my legs. He goes to whatever side, but look, here I go. Come on, Professor. I'm down and ready already. And whether I get his back or whatever it is, maybe I get back to the guard. Did you ever pass?
Not at all.
You never held me. Why?
Didn't establish position.
I never got all caught up in the, oh my God, he's past my legs. I totally blew this.
Right.
I tried to stay as good as I can, as most skillfully as I can in the present moment. He's past my legs. I better get my hands and body in position to set up for what's coming. And then what came wasn't that bad. It wasn't even a heavy side control. So keep that in mind. Because you hear it all the time, jiu-jitsu saved my life, man.
Yeah.
That's how jiu-jitsu saves your life. Because it keeps you focused in a moment, in the present moment, which is the only one each and any of us have. See you tomorrow, guys.